Good morning, students. Welcome to Diamond Group of Institutions KSET online classes. Today we discuss the chapter Application of Integrals. Application of Integrals. So, see the points. The area bounded by the curve y equal to f of x, comma x axis, and coordinates x equal to a, comma x equal to b is given by integration a to b y dx equal to integration a to b f of x dx. So diagram is like this. Coordinate axis if you take y equal to f of x is a curve. This curve bounded area lies between a to b. Mostly problems depending on these four properties only. Areas problem mostly depending on four types. So next, this is the area, finding area with respect to x axis. Next, suppose area finding with respect to y axis. At that time you take like this. X equal to g of y is a curve. It lies between C to D lines. C to D. So at that time area calculated by integration C to D x to dy equal to integration C to D g of y dy. Next, suppose two curves is given. Two curves is given. At that time how to calculate area? So the area bounded by the two curves y equal to f of x, y equal to g of x, such that f of x is greater than g of x for all x belongs to closed interval a comma b. That means in between interval a to b, f of x is greater than g of x. So diagram is like this. F of x is upper side, g of x is down side. In between the lines a to b. So at that time bounded area, required area is integration a to b f of x minus g of x dx. This is nothing but always you can take the area upper curve minus lower curve. Upper curve minus lower curve. Next, suppose interval is divided by another point. So let y equal to f of x be a function defined on closed interval a comma b. Let c belongs to closed interval a comma b such that y equal to f of x greater than or equal to 0, positive, if x belongs to closed interval a comma c. So in interval a to c in between positive, so upper side we can draw, upper side. Next, f of x is less than 0, negative, x belongs to c to b, in c to b interval negative, so down side. At that time how to calculate area? So you can take first part is a to c, integration a to c f of x dx, integration a to c f of x dx, plus downside part you can take. Downside part is the negative. Area is always positive, so that's why you can take in modulus. So modulus of integration c to b f of x dx. So this is the synopsis. Bounded by the curve y equal to cos x between x equal to 0 and x equal to pi is option A 2, option B 4, option C 3, option D is 1. So already you know that the cos x is positive in first quadrant, negative in second quadrant. That means 0 to pi by 2 is positive, pi by 2 to pi by is negative. So bounded area how to take? Integration 0 to pi by 2 cos x dx plus modulus of integration pi by 2 to pi cos x dx, because of in the second quadrant is negative, that's why taken modulus. So that equal to integration cos x is sin x limits are 0 to pi by 2 plus modulus of sin x pi by 2 to pi. So first substitute upper limit sin pi by 2 minus substitute lower limit sin 0 plus modulus of sin pi minus sin pi by 2. Sin 90 is 1, sin 0 is 0 plus sin pi also 0. So 0 minus 1. So minus 1 modulus is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So cos x graph is like this. Next problem. Next problem. The area of the region bounded by the curve y equal to sin x between the ordinates x equal to 0 and x equal to pi by 2 and the x axis is option A 2, option B 4, option C 3, option D 1. So already you know that sin x is positive in first quadrant, 0 to pi by 2 in first quadrant. Graph is like this. So bounded area is integration 0 to pi by 2 sin x to dx, because of in first quadrant total positive only sign. So integration sign is minus cos x. minus cos x 0 to pi by 2. First substitute upper limit minus cos 90 plus cos 0. So cos 90 0, cos 0 is 1. So answer is 1. So option B. Next problem. Area of the region bounded by the curve y equal to x plus 1 and the lines x equal to 2 and x equal to 3 is option A 7 by 2, option B 9 by 2, option C 11 by 2, option D 13 by 2. Here x limits is given x equal to 2 and x equal to 3. Curve is given y equal to x plus 1. So you have to find out the bounded area with respect to x axis. With respect to x axis is first type. So integration bounded area integration a to b y dx. So here integration limits are given 2 to 3 y dx. Here y is nothing but x plus 1. X plus 1. So integration x is x square by 2. Integration 1 is x. So limits are 2 to 3. First substitute upper limit 3 square 9 by 2 plus 3 minus of lower limit substitute 4 by 2 plus 2. So this equal to 9 by 2 keep as this. Here 4 by 2 is nothing but 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. So 3 minus 4. So this final answer is nothing but 7 by 2. 7 by 2 option is A. Next problem. The area of the region bounded by the curve x equal to 2y plus 3 and the y lines y equal to 1 and y equal to minus 1 is option A 4, option B 3 by 2, option C 6, option D 8. So here curve is given x equal to 2y plus 3 and the y lines is given. So that's why you have to find out the bounded area with respect to y axis. With respect to y axis. If you find out the area with respect to y axis, compulsory need of y limits. So here y limits is given 1 to minus 1 to 1. You can take. So bounded area second type. What is the second type of integration? C to dx to dy. X is nothing but function in terms of y. So you can take here integration limits are minus 1 to 1. So minus 1 to 1 x dy. So here x is nothing but curve to x equal to 2y plus 3. So 2y plus 3 substitute. So integrate this one. 2 into y integration is y square by 2 plus 3 into integration dy is y. So here 2 cancel. So limits are minus 1 to 1. First substitute upper limit 1 plus 3 minus half. Lower limit substitute minus 1 over square is 1 minus 3. So final answer is 6. So option C. Next problem. Area of the region bounded by the parabola y square equal to x and the line 2y equal to x is option A 4 by 3, option B 1, option C 2 by 3, option D 1 by 3. See here, what is the given parabola? Y square equal to x. Y square equal to x, which is in the form of y square equal to 4ax. Y square equal to x, which is in the form of y square equal to 4ax. So y square equal to 4ax graph is like this. Vertex and origin. You can draw this diagram. Y square equal to x is the parabola. Next, x equal to 2y is the line. So this line x equal to 2y is the line always passing through the origin. 2y equal to x because of which is the form of y equal to mx form. So passing through origin. So one point of intersection is clearly origin. Another point we have to find out. How to find out? Solve the parabola and line. You get the point of intersection. So both are x equal. So RHS equal means LHS equal. So y square equal to 2y. So this can be written as y square minus 2y equal to 0. Y common, y into y minus 2 equal to 0. So y equal to 0, next y equal to 2. If y equal to 0 substitute here. What you get? Y equal to 0 means x also 0. So x also 0. Therefore one point is origin. Next, if y equal to 2 substitute here. Y equal to 2 substitute, what you get? X equal to 2 square. So x value is 4. So therefore point is 4 comma 2. So therefore point of intersection is 4 comma 2. Now you finding the area. With respect to x axis. That's why you need x limits only. So here one point is origin. So x equal to 0. Another point is 4 comma 2. So here x value is 4. So limits you can take 0 to 4. You can take the limits. So bounded area is 0 to 4. 0 to 4. So here two curves are there. Upper curve is y square equal to x. Downside is the line. So in this type of this bounded area, always you do upper curve minus lower curve area. So 0 to 4. Upper curve is parabola. From the parabola, y equal to what? Y equal to root x. So root x minus downside is a line. From the line, y value is what? X by 2. So x by 2. Always do upper curve minus lower curve bounded area. In the case of two curves are given. So integration 0 to 4 root x minus x by 2 dx. Root x integration with the root x is nothing but x power 1 by 2. So which is the form of integration x power n. Integration x power n formula x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So that's why root x integration is x power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 into x integration is x square by 2. So limits are 0 to 4. So this equal to 2 by 3 x power 3 by 2 minus x square by 4. Limits 0 to 4. First substitute upper limit 4 substitute what you get 2 by 3 into 4 power 3 by 2 minus 4 square is 16. So 16 by 4 minus half. Lower limit is 0. 0 0. So next 2 by 3 into 4 is nothing but 2 square. So 2 to cancel we getting 2 cube. 2 cube is value is 8. So 2 by 3 into 8 minus 16 by 4 is 4. So this equal to 16 by 3 minus 4 equal to 4 by 3. So final answer option A. Next problem. The area bounded by the curve y equal to x square and the line y equal to 16. So option A 32 by 3, option B 256 by 3, option C 64 by 3, option D 128 by 3. Here curve is given y equal to x square. Y equal to x square is nothing but x square equal to y. This represents a parabola which is the form of x square equal to 4ay. X square equal to 4ay. Compare it. So diagram is like this. Vertex at origin, diagram is like this. Parabola x square equal to y. Next line is given y equal to 16. So y equal to 16 like this. So here this is the bounded area. Two parts. In the first quadrant one part, in the second quadrant another part. So two parts is there. So just you find out one part and multiply it with 2. You get the required bounded area. So bounded area equal to 2 into integration 0 to 16. So here bounded area start with 0, end with 16. So 0 to 16. Here bounded area you finding with respect to y-axis. That's why you can take integration c to d x dy. So x function in terms of y only. That's why here 0 to 16 x dy. So 2 into integration 0 to 16. X is nothing but what from here y x square equal to y. So x equal to root y. Substitute here root y dy. So root y integration y power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. Limits 0 to 16. So here 2 by 3 by 2 is nothing but 4 by 3. 4 by 3 of y power 3 by 2. Limit 0 to 16. First substitute upper limit, after that minus lower limit. So 4 by 3 of 16 power 3 by 2 minus 0. So 16 is nothing but 4 square. 2 to cancel you getting remaining 4 cube. 4 cube value 64. So 4 by 3 into 64. 64 4 is 256. So answer is 256 by 3. Option B. Area of the region bounded by the curve y equal to under root of 16 minus x square is option A 8 pi, option B 20 pi, option C 16 pi, option D 256 pi. So first to take the given curve y equal to under root of 16 minus x square. So squaring on both sides, what do you get? Y square equal to 16 minus x square. This is nothing but x square plus y square equal to 16, which represents a circle. So which represents a circle. Circle compared with always x square plus y square equal to r square. This one. So center at origin, radius is r. So center at origin, radius here r square equal to 16 means r value 4. Radius is 4. You can draw the circle. Center at origin. So here bounded area. Generally, area of the circle is pi r square. Pi r square. So here pi into r square value 16. So that's why total area of the circle is 16 pi. But here given curve is y equal to root over 16 minus x square only. So this condition holds greater than 0 only when if you take only first quadrant and second quadrant only. So that's why you have to find out half area circle. Half of the area of the circle. So that's why required area pi r square by 2. So that equal to 16 pi by 2 equal to 8 pi. So option is A. Next, the area enclosed between the two parabolas y square equal 4x and x square equal 4y is option A 3 by 4, option B 3 by 16, option C 16 by 3, option D 14 by 3. So generally, the area bounded by the two parabolas y square equal to 4ax and x square equal to 4by is 16ab by 3 only. 16ab by 3. So y square equal to 4x compared with y square equal to 4ax. So y square equal to 4x. Compare these two, you get a value is 1. Next, second curve, compare with x square equal to 4by. So if you compare with this one, you get b equal to 1. So that's why answer is 16 into 1 into 1 by 3 equal to 16 by 3. So option is C. So this is a shortcut method. Otherwise, follow the same with the diagram method. Already you know this method already. X-axis, y-axis, origin. Like this. First, y square equal to 4x curve. Y square equal to 4x curve, draw like this. Y square equal to 4x curve. Next curve, x square equal to 4y. X square equal to 4y is like this. X square equal to 4y. So this is clearly the point of intersection is origin. Another point of intersection you have to calculate by solving the two curves. So this is the boundary area. First find out point of intersection. After that you can take bounded area is upper curve minus lower curve. Upper curve minus lower curve. In this method also you get the answer. Next problem. Area bounded by y equal to log x, comma x axis, and the line x equal to 2 is option A log 2, option B 2, option C 3 by 2, option D 2 log 2 minus 1. Here given curve is y equal to log x. You have to find the bounded area by y equal to log x with respect to x axis. So one limit is given, x equal to 2 given. So another point you have to calculate. So y equal to log x equal to 8 given. So here finding area with respect to x axis. So equation of x axis is y equal to 0. Suppose if y equal to 0, what you get here? Log x equal to 0. Log x equal to 0 only when x equal to 1. So x value is 1. Another limit came. So bounded area is integration 1 to 2. X equal to 1, x equal to 1 to 2 by dx. Here y is nothing but log x. So log x. Integration 1 to 2 log x dx. Already you know integration log x formula, x log x minus x. By using by parts we calculated. So x log x minus x. Limits are 1 to 2. First substitute upper limit 2 log 2 minus 2. Minus of lower limit substitute 1 log 1 minus 1. So 2 log 2 minus 2 minus of log 1 value 0. So that's why this term is 0. Next minus of minus 1 is plus 1. So final answer is 2 log 2 minus 1. So option is D. Next problem. The area enclosed between the curves y equal to x cube and y equal to root x is option A 5 by 3, option B 5 by 4, option C 5 by 12, option D 12 by 12. So here two curves is given, y equal to root x and y equal to x cube. Y equal to root x represents the semi-parabola. Semi-parabola. So like this, y equal to root x, parabola in first quadrant. Next y equal to x cube is a curve, like this. Y equal to x cube is a curve. So here limits is not given. So clearly the point of intersection of two curves is clearly origin. You have to find out this point of intersection by solving these two curves. So y equal to root x, y equal to x cube. So x cube equal to root x. First. So how to remove this root? Squaring on both sides. So you get x power 6 equal to x. In the next step, x power 6 minus x equal to 0. Here x common. X common means x power 5 minus 1 equal to 0. So first one is x equal to 0. Second one x power 5 minus 1 equal to 0. So x power 5 equal to 1, x equal to 1. So first, if x value if you take 0, y also 0. You can substitute here or here, no problem. So So x equal 0, y equal 0. Therefore clearly one point is origin. This one point of direction. Another point of direction, if x equal to 1, if x equal to 1, substitute you get y equal to also 1. So another point is 1 comma 1. So clearly the point of direction is 1 comma 1. So here bounded area between x limit 0 to 1. In bounded area between 0 to 1. Here bounded area upper curve, down curve is there. So according to third property, bounded area is upper curve minus lower curve. So here what is upper curve? Upper curve is y equal to root x. Lower curve is y equal to x. So upper curve minus lower curve means bounded area is integration 0 to 1 root x minus x cube dx. So root x integration x power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 minus x cube integration x power 4 by 4. Limits are 0 to 1. So first substitute upper limits. In the place of substitute 1 you get 1 by 3 by 2 minus 1 by 4. Minus lower limit 0 only. So 1 by 3 by 2 is nothing but 2 by 3 minus 1 by 4. 3 4 LCM is 12. So 4 into 2 8 minus 3. Answer is 5 by 12. So 5 by 12 option C. Discuss the problems related to definite integrals. So in this next problem, integration 0 to pi by 2 sin power 100x minus cos power 100x dx equal to option A 100 factorial by 100 power 100, option B 1 by 100, option C 0, option D pi by 100. So this question came in KCET 2007. So we know that property integration 0 to pi by 2 sin power nx dx equal to 0 to pi by 2 cos power nx dx. According to property 0 to a f of x dx equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. According to this property 0 to pi by 2 sin power nx dx equal to 0 to pi by 2 cos power nx dx. So take the given function integration 0 to pi by 2 sin power 100x minus cos power 100x dx equal to integration 0 to pi by 2. First function is sin power 100x minus second function 0 to pi by 2 cos power 100x dx. So according to this property sin power 100x change to cos power 100x. So 0 to pi by 2 cos power 100x dx minus 0 to pi by 2 cos power 100x dx. So cancel. Answer is 0. So option C. Next problem. If f of x is defined in closed interval minus 2 comma 2 by f of x equal to 4x square minus 3x plus 1 and g of x equal to f of minus x minus f of x by x square plus 3, then finding integration minus 2 to g of x dx. So option A 24, option B 0, option C minus 48, option D 64. To find out the g of x function, first to find out f of minus x. So what is the given function f of x? F of x equal to x square minus 4x square minus 3x plus 1. In the place of x, replace it by minus x, you get f of minus x. 4 into minus x square is nothing but plus x square, so 4x square. Here minus 3 into minus x is plus 3x plus 1 as this. So finally f of minus x equal to 4x square plus 3x plus 1. Next, g of x equal to what? G of x equal to f of minus x minus f of x by x square plus 3. So substitute here g of x equal to f of minus x function 4x square plus 3x plus 1. Substitute minus f of x value 4x square minus 3x plus 1 by x square plus 3. 4x square cancel. Plus 3x minus of minus 3x. 3x plus 3x, 6x. Plus 1 minus 1 cancel. So 6x by x square plus 3. This is the g of x function. Now here find out integration minus 2 to g of x dx. So which is the form of integration minus a to a f of x dx. In this case you have to verify given function is even function or odd function according to property. We have the property integration minus a to a f of x dx equal to 2 into 0 to a f of x dx. If f of x is even, otherwise 0. Otherwise means if f of x is odd function. According to this property, So first g of x, verify function is even or odd. So how to verify even or odd? X replaced by minus x. So g of minus x equal to 6 into x, in the place of x substitute minus x, by minus x whole square plus 3. This is nothing but minus 6x by x square plus 3. So this indicates minus g of x. You get g of minus x equal to minus g of x. So therefore g of x is odd function. Odd function means integration value 0. Integration minus 2 to g of x dx equal to 0. So option is B. Next problem. If in equal to integration 0 to pi by 4 tan power nx dx, then limit n tends to infinity n into in plus 2 equal to option A 1 by 2, option B 1, option C infinity, option D 0. So what is the given function? Given function in equal to 0 to pi by 4 tan power nx dx. So from this in relation you write the in plus 2 value. So in plus 2 equal to 0 to pi by 4 tan power n plus 2x dx. First to find out bracket value. What is the bracket value? In plus 2. So in plus 2 equal to 0 to pi by 4 tan power nx plus tan power n plus 2x dx. From here tan power nx is common. So tan power nx common. Remaining is 1 plus tan square x. So we have the identity 1 plus tan square x equal to secant square x. So integration 0 to pi by 4 tan power nx into secant square x dx. So generally tan x derivative is secant square x. So this is related to formula integration f power nx, f of x power n into f dash of x dx equal to f of x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus 3. So according to that, what to get here? Tan power n is given. So tan power n plus 1 into x by n plus 1. Limits are 0 to pi by 4. If you substitute upper limit pi by 4, tan 45 is 1. So 1 power n plus 1 is 1 only. That's why you write 1 by n plus 1. 1 by n plus 1 minus. What is the lower limit? 0. Tan 0 is 0. That's why 0 only. So find out 1 by n plus 1. This is the bracket value. Next to find out what? Limit n tends to infinity to n into in plus 2. So limit n tends to infinity to n into in plus 2. So this equal to limit n tends to infinity to n into this bracket value is 1 by n plus 1. So n into 1 by n plus 1 is nothing but n by n plus 1. In the case of infinitive, from the numerator and denominator highest power common. So here n only, numerator and in the denominator only n only. So n by, in the denominator n common. N common means remaining is 1 plus 1 by n. N cancel. If n tends to infinitive, 1 by n tends to 0. So that's why 1 by 1 plus 0. Answer is 1. So option is B. Next problem. Integration 0 to pi by 2, 2 power sin x by 2 power sin x plus 2 power cos x dx equal to what? So option A pi by 2, option B 2, option C pi, option D pi by 4. So we have the relation integration if the limits are given 0 to pi by 2, numerator denominator contains sin x and cos x terms. Numerator denominator having same power, sin terms cos terms having numerator denominator same power. So at that time answer is compulsory pi by 4 only. Pi by 4 only. So that's why given problem answer 0 to pi by 2, 2 power sin x by 2 power sin x plus 2 power cos x into dx equal to pi by 4. For example, if you take like this 0 to pi by 4 sin power 8x by sin power 8x plus cos power 8x dx. This value is also pi by 4 only. Integration 0 to 2 pi. Step of sin x plus mod sin x dx equal to option A 4, option B 0, option C 1, option D 8. So this is a given function is step of sin x plus mod x. So first sin x is positive in 0 to pi. In first and second quadrant sin x is positive. In the remaining third and fourth quadrant sin x is negative. So that's why 0 to 2 pi divided into two intervals. One is 0 to pi, another is pi to 2 pi. 0 to pi, another is pi to 2 pi. So in the 0 to pi, in the first two quadrant, mod sin x equal to sin x only. In pi to 2 pi, third and fourth quadrant, mod sin x is negative, minus sin x. So that's why here sin x cancel. So second part term is eliminated. So next here 0 to pi, sin x plus sin x step is 2 sin x. Step of 2 sin x is nothing but 2 sin x only. So 2 outside, sin x integration is minus cos x, limits 0 to pi. So 2 of minus cos pi plus cos 0. Cos pi value minus 1. So minus of minus 1 is plus 1. Cos 0 is 1. So final answer is 4. So option is A. Next problem. Depending on reduction formula. Integration 0 to pi by 2 sin power 8x into cos square x dx equal to option A 5 by 12, option B 3 pi by 5 12, option C 5 pi by 5 12, option D 7 pi by 5 12. This came in KSET 2008. So this is depending on 0 to pi by 2 sin power mx into cos power nx dx equal to n minus 1 by m plus n into I m comma n minus 2. Here m value is 8. M value is 8. N value is 2. Substitute in the formula. What you get? 2 minus 1 by 8 plus 2 into I 8 comma 2 minus 2 is 0. So that's why here this term is 0 means cos term is eliminated. So you can write 1 by 10 into integration 0 to pi by 2 sin power 8x into dx. So because of this term indicates 0 means cos term is eliminated. Remaining is sin power 8x into dx only. So again this is in the form of 0 to pi by 2 sin power nx dx. Sin power nx dx. This formula n minus 1 by n into in minus 2 reduction. So now substitute. Here n value how much? 8. Here n value is 8. Substitute here 1 by 10 into, in the place of n substitute 8 minus 1 by 8 into I 8 minus 2, that is nothing but 7 by 8 into I6. Again reduction, I6 substitute, I6. So n value is 6, substitute you get 5 by 6 I4. Next again I4, n value 4 substitute you get 3 by 4 I2. Next again n value 2 substitute you get 1 by 2 into I0. So I0 is nothing but given function integration 0 to pi by 2 sin x power is 0. That is nothing but 0 to pi by 2 1 dx. Integration 1 is x. Limits are 0 to pi by 2. This is nothing but pi by 2. I0 value always pi by 2 only in any problem. So that's why I0 value pi by 2 means total calculation is equal to 7 pi by 5. So option D.